works. Alright. Whatever. Let's just go. Hasn't crashed yet, so that's a good sign. So, entrance has changed in that the turrets can actually shoot at you, because before it wasn't clear that they could actually do that. So can't go this way, gotta go around, which forces you to realize that the turrets do not shoot behind them, and it's optional if you want to fuck with them, but they're just there. And yeah, hit the button, open. Really no puzzle there, it's more just to show you what a turret is. And next test chamber. Then this one doesn't have any changes either. It's actually less of a change than the last one. So one issue with this before was people could grab this cube here, and you can just jump on down and actually use this as cover, and you could run up and just knock the turret over. So now there's an emancipation grill that gets rid of the cube, and if you try to just rush past that and grab the turret, you'll get hit by that laser field. So don't do that, because you'll just die. So you can bounce over here, and everything else is the same as it was before. Put that down, jump back over here, shoot a portal up there and slightly miss, but it's fine. Come over here, jump over, grab this, grab that, another over there, and then destroy the turret and walk into the laser a bit. And that's it for that one. Pretty much identical to what it was before, just fixing essentially what a bug in the system would be. Granted, being able to destroy the turret early doesn't really defeat the puzzle, but wasn't really an intended solve, so. Alright, and the last one was also by far the longest, most complicated. This one actually does have a number of changes in it in the latter half. This part's exactly the same. You can see the turret, sneak up behind him, and just throw him into this emancipation grill. I changed the glass up here a bit so you can't manage from any of these angles to actually like just hop over it. I tried a few different ways and can't quite do it. So you have to just shoot up there. There is a way to do it without getting shot. You just need to get the angle right. And you can jump down, grab him, just toss him, carry him with you like a little lapdog, whatever you want to do. Another change up here, you'll see there's a button we actually need to get to, but if we try to just run for it, we'll get shot. I also added a light up here, so this is a bit more obvious. There's something to interact with there. So we can go up over here. Could try to jump down that way, won't get you anywhere. Follow the lights that are conveniently placed for you. There's new emancipation grills, so you can kill these guys easier. This also doesn't drop a cube by default anymore. Instead, we need to get to that button, which actually gives us a reason to interact with these dudes rather than just have them there. So we can just destroy those. Hit the button, and that'll drop us our cube, which we can now take to this next little step here. And if you'd come here before without grabbing the cube, you'd see you very clearly need a cube, so you just walk back and grab that. Added this water thing here just in case the cube gets blue goo on it and you want to clean it off. And from here, we want to just get over, but if we jump up, we'll get shot. So, player needs to just experiment with firing goo everywhere until you destroy those turrets. We can put some right there. Could show it, but it showed it in the old video. If you just try to jump off this goo up there, you won't quite be able to get that much distance, so we actually need to fall down onto it, use a bit of momentum to get over here. So now we have some Franken cubes, and we have bunch of turrets behind glass. This whole level's like completely different from what it was before. So just looking around, we see lights that pretty much designate this is important. A lot of activation switches that we can't really see what we want to do with yet. All we really know is we want to get higher up and get a better view. And there's also a lot of light coming from over here that looks like it might be the exit. We have some stairs we can go down, which actually is just going to lead us to the bottom of this little corridor, which just leads to White Patch. Now, assuming this came not in the very beginning of Portal 2, players are going to be used to already seeing this sort of setup where you can fall down a corridor onto a portal surface, which is probably going to be used in some sort of kinetic puzzle. Question is, how are we going to drop down onto there? Because there's no portal surfaces to get over this hump. So, after looking around for a bit, the player might remember that they can still walk back here and grab some of this blue stuff over here. Just shoot some of that, which will allow us to jump on up here. And we're probably going to want one of these dudes. You can always get back if you fall down or if you forget the cube, but I'm going to grab the cube because I know I need it since I've solved this before. But you can experiment. What we're actually going to have to do is shoot a portal down there. We're going to want another one to rocket us up and get a better view, since pretty much everything in our common sense is telling us that we want to just get higher. And also manage to drop that cube without actually dropping ourselves there. That wasn't intentional. Oh, this is a good way to show that you can get back up. So yeah, make sure you actually make it onto the platform and don't just shove the cube up there. Alright, so now you're up here. See more turrets. We can see that activating this switch has given us a new drop plate here. If you hadn't brought the cube, you'd realize that you needed one to keep this drop plate active. And I can actually see the exit now, so that confirms we need to get over there. It looks like getting up to this next platform is what we want to do, so let's try and just drop directly onto it. Alright, there's another familiar thing that we've seen before, which is the infinite drop, which you've probably seen in some other kinetic-based puzzles. And we'll also notice that there's some portal surfaces here that aim right over to where our exit is. So we probably want to set up some sort of infinite drop over here and try to break out of this, throw ourselves over. There is actually a second way to do that, which would be, I believe there's a way to fall through here, fall into this one, but then shoot a portal over here and keep bouncing up and down between the two, which actually makes that next shot over here easier. But the player can do it either way. Getting rocketed over here, we see this lit up portal surface and we see a button. So probably going to need to use that portal surface. Let's see what the button does. Open something over there. So we're probably going to want to go over there at some point and find a faith plate. So we are going to end up needing that cube over there. So I'm just going to go, and we'll realize if you go up to this button, there's a portal surface here. I need to get that cube. So let's try and do that. Where is he? There he is. So now we can come up over here. We can try and place him in such a way that he's not going to immediately fall off. And then we can see the carnage as things get destroyed. And you also notice that we lit up these lasers over here, and the door's open now. Which if I had sound on, you'd also be able to hear. Yep, you can just watch all those get destroyed, and then conveniently you have this little spring here, it takes you right over. And that is it.